Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Right there, 56. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Kill.
Hey, dribble it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
43. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Haywood.
Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We own them. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
80 weapons.
He's checking crap.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
11.
Chopper!
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's me. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, gun. Watch twist.
Now Mostert. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Mostert. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Check 56. Hey, let's get down. Hey, Delta. 56.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
65.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
15.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 5-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30.
I got this.
This is Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here we go.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They run with Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Right there, 56.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reggie Ragland. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, gun.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Hey, 57.
Check general. Flash.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
54. Watch 54. We don't want this.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike,
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Easy.
Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. They're going deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tackles. Mike 56.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Here we go. Under 10. 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
3 buzz.
Hey, color.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some room to run now. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel
Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And sipping Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. 56. Mike.
Jackson on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check three, check three, check three.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second and 5 now. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Wide motion, wide motion.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
SOS.
Mahomes now on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
after the fumble recovery. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56. 3 buzz.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Ancient data.
Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
They toss to Ingram. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. 6 guys. Check 6.
First down.
Kill. Check me.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. When you don't see this often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's get it.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
You don't want to run from me.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
It's high 7. Let's go. Pick me up. Here we go. 57 to Mike.
From the 29, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Bravo.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
You better bring it. You better.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Right now, you better bring it. 57.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. Room past the 20. Snead's got it as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Watch the screen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Double tight. Three down.
Again, it's Williams. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 39-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the 39, Mahomes trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Coming to you. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
56 right there. 56. Let's go, D. Switch.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On second down and 4. Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What we got?
They give it to Williams, running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Attack, attack.
57 to Mike. Alpha. Hey, defense.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Yo. 57 to Mike. Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You got motion man.
15.
Motion man right there. 57 to Mike.
Hey, dribble it.
Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of times the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get them home. Check this out.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Shit. Back. Shit. Switch. Alert flare. Check. Lucky.
There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Check your hot read. Check 3. Check 3.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the pass.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
I'm coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ingram again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon.
hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... End zone for a touchback.
Fight, 315. Come on, dude. Check 26.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it's Carson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, it's Carson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Got it. 57, Mike 57.
Don't say nothing.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He's got Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
14, got it.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Alert. I smell fear in that offense.
Wilson now on 3rd down. It's caught, Lockett, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Quick dash. Come. 12. No pass. Hustle. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
You go night.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Good side.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Don't be scared of it.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's how we do.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, sack. Let me end it. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Michael Kendricks, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check.
Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a dump off here complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 72 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 27th, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Well, this will be caught by Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Let's go. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitive.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They run it with Carson. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Our defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Check four. 14. Good job right there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check curls.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. On 2nd and 7, Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He wasn't ready.
A gain of 2 brings up
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Watch the eye.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Letting one go deep. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So how about that for...
Take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, and it's caught.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on third down here in the fourth quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, man.
Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Check hot route. Hot. Still got 4 down. Let's 57.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A second down carry for Procise. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Green 80. One left. Alert. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. You ain't going.
Throwing now is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
57 Mike. Easy.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a throw there going to be incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. On 4th down, Wilson. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 34-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Right back to him on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ricky. Under 10. Tell alert. Hey. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Order. You don't want none. Hey, gun. You don't want it.
Here's Wilson looking for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tighten up. He's checking. Crash.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
It's 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Jackson now. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
57.
Jackson will throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You're all mine, baby. 2-6. 57's Mike.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's the end of another overtime, with the score still tied.
We're going to set. 61, 57, 64. Wait, quiet. He was pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 57. Echo. In your face. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Earl Thomas in on the stop. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
57, Mike 57. Hey, that's good. That's good. Spot.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, 60 out low. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Joker. He's on Booker. Ball shot. Shake it. 57.
This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
One, 90.
It's been a long day for you.
No. 19. Front left.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Check nine, check nine. Okay, yeah.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now it's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Prosise. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Let's go, 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Kill, turn up. Tight dog. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, Roberts has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put him.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Going for Met. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Get ready.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jackson, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. K.J. Wright in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Roberts got it. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3 down, 3 down.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And an alley to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Rolling to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete.
Jackson's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Back.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40? Time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Switch.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and an alley to run. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They were trying to go to Brown once again. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. K.J. Wright, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson, and this is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, check, check. Check. Crack.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for them.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
315.
Here we go. We got double tight. Double tight.
We got 4. We got 4.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of
Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York,
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, ready. 6 yards. 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike 57. Come to my work. We want
Jackson. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
57.
On third down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Snead's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey, you got 3 down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Open. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let's go. Go to base. 57. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Kill, 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 kill. Check 30.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's got Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run with Procise. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, 0, 0, 0,
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch the run. Fair. 48. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's make these guys.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Silver.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
You remember me? You remember me?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
36. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on second down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
48. Hey, alert 48.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Good, guys. 4 down. Motion. Come on. Hey, guys, listen. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. 48's mic.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's coming.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Let's go. Go to base. 57 to Mike. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Check. 48's to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 40. Gun.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Judon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Mike, 57. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wilson out to his left. Now he'll square up, and it's caught inside the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.